Welcome to another Koala Wallet AMA. Today we're joining Hotcoin Voices Live AMA with Port3 Network and KODO to talk about PayFi. This conversation was recorded live on X Spaces on November the 15th, 2024. The views and expressions in this AMA do not necessarily represent those of Koala Wallet. The views and expressions in this AMA do not necessarily represent those of Koala Wallet. They should not be considered as financial advice. Please ensure you conduct your own research on the projects presented. Also, don't forget to subscribe and like the video to support the channel. Now, let's get started and enjoy.
All right, happy Friday, everybody. This is Joey from the Hotcoin, and we host this kind of Hotcoin Voices Live every week. I'm happy to host the future Twitter Spaces. If you have any ideas about topics, we can start at that time and get started. I guess today we have all the speakers here, and SM, you want to take over from here?
Yeah, sure. Good morning, everybody. Good afternoon, good evening, whatever time zone you're in. Happy Friday. This is the Hotcoin Voices Live Spaces. Today's topic is PayFi, the new money. So we have a few special guests. We have Anthony X, co-founder of Port3 Network. We have Kobe Lazar, and we also have we got KODO, and then we got a Koala Wallet. So I'm just gonna let you guys introduce yourselves. I think we have the speakers and the the wallets on stage. So yeah, I'll let you guys introduce yourselves, and then we'll start this conversation off.
Hey folks, I'll get things started. I'm Kobe from Koala Wallet and Koalify. We've been building wallets for the past 10 years or so and have a bunch of users in Koala, Koinami, all these different wallets we run and help people onboard into crypto with. And the next thing we're launching is Koalify, which is a set of tools dedicated to help with making PayFi easy, fun to use, and a bit more normal for regular people diving into crypto. Really excited to take advantage right now of this super growth period for crypto with this bull run and introduce new things into PayFi that are actually going to onboard the next 100 million and not just add more technical hassle. So pleasure to be with you all today.
Awesome, thank you.
Hi, I can go next. So I'm Yudi, co-founder of KODO. So at KODO, we actually were being in the payment space for a very long time. We built one of the very first and also the most covered on and off ramp aggregator, so that every exchange wallet, once they integrate with us, they can enjoy the convenience of going to anywhere in the world, let them their user to onboard very easy to Web3. And then we are also trajectorying into more on the infrastructure side, that we will launch our Palm ID very soon. So letting you be able to pay and identify using your palm at the palm of your hand. And then we also have other product that's more facing business. So helping business to also be doing on and off ramp with a very low fee, low as like lower than 10 bips. So yeah, we believe that this market cycle is going to be good for people that actually believe in the value of crypto assets, and hence I think trajectory into PayFi, it's going to be really excited for us. Yeah.
Awesome, thank you so much. And Port3.
Hello, everyone. I'm Anthony from Port3 Network. Port3 Network is an AI servicing platform, and we got 6 million users and 2,000 projects on board. And for the PayFi of the future, we also focus on what innovations in this area. So yeah.
Awesome, great. So now that we have introduced everybody, let's get into the topic. Today's topic is PayFi. So I'm just going to prompt the first question and keep it very introductory. Can you guys just tell the audience what is PayFi, and how does this new narrative differ from DeFi and TradFi? And could it be the next major catalyst for mass crypto adoption?
I guess I'll take the lead here to provide a definition. PayFi really combines payment functionality with DeFi. So all about making financial tools easy to access, borderless, programmable, and really widespread across different crypto networks. Anyone want to add on? Anyone want to add to the
I
definition? Yeah.
I can add on some like notes here. I think now there's several things that are very hot on the market, but they're leading towards the same destination for us, which is further for crypto ecosystem to integrate in real life. Like imagine in real life, there's bigger like sectors including assets, so that's why we have RWA, real world assets. And similarly, I think payment has been in our daily life every day. You pay online, Amazon stuff, and then offline you use credit card. It's just pushing crypto one more step, especially stablecoin and crypto assets for us to access in real life without going the route of traditional payment network or leveraging on those payment network, but broader acceptance. And also with the FI factor, which I think here defined as finance, which means always in real life we already seen the credit, the trustness in the money itself. But in crypto we know it's permissionless. However, it's not yet been accepted in anywhere for us to actually doing like in real business yet. But I think PayFi is just combining the trust in traditional finance and bringing this factor actually integrate that in real life everyday people's behavior like payment and financing. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you, guys. And once again, how do you guys think PayFi differs from DeFi and TradFi and the narratives that we're used to hearing?
I think that PayFi is more so the bridging of the gap between traditional finance's reliability and then DeFi's innovation. So it's kind of the actual groundwork and the infrastructure that leads the way for mass adoption, and that intermediary step that takes all of the solid components of TradFi and really connects them best to DeFi.
Okay, I agree with that. And I think a few more things that I personally think it's not it's also like beyond that, because I think not like DeFi, it's more like still you have your staking and all the assets loop in still in the metaverse and crypto world. But I think it's really more meaningful for crypto to be accepted in real life. Hence, I think PayFi it's a way beyond that, which extend the crypto values to be, we're pushing that value to be actually accepted in real life. So we think about the infrastructure like Solana, Ethereum, and other blockchains, layer one blockchains. They are kind of already ready to compete with Visa, Master, those payment networks. So once the infrastructure being ready, thanks to all our builders in Web3 for so long, and I think finally we're in a stage that we can actually bring in all these together and to bring this kind of application to everyone in the world, rather than I think for DeFi and other previous like trading activities, it's still more accessible for people familiar with crypto, or like they're more like preferred crypto users, versus now for users actually enjoying or using PayFi features, dApps that we're building in the next route. It's much more easier for them. So lower barrier, and because of the infrastructure is ready. So I think it's far beyond what DeFi can actually bring to this world. From the user's perspective, I think the value proposition is higher than the DeFi. Yeah.
Awesome. Great. So this leads me to my next question, which is, we've seen stablecoins evolve from simple USD pegs to complex financial tools. How is PayFi reimagining the future of programmable money in both Web3 and real-world scenarios?
I think you might want to get started with this one.
Any responses? Port3, KODO?
Hello. Sorry. I think stablecoin is actually a part of the PayFi, but it haven't fully integrated with traditional scenery yet. And through compliant payment channels, everything can be taken into the next level. For example, making it more convenient for users to pay and invest, or using the digital currency to complete the payment. And we can also introduce assets from our real world, so it sometimes connect with utilize with RWA technology, and thereby achieving on-chain stable APY. For example, your house for rent, or that this way there will be generate liquidity that can be further developed.
Yeah, I think very quick here. I think programmable money or stablecoin It's very important because, like other assets in crypto, we understand the native of it will be volatilities, but we also know that in real life activities, you don't want things that you used to pay, like the feature of volatility. It's going to be harmful for people to use that, for example, to do loan payment, etc. And it also will be very painful for merchant to accept that, for banks to handle that. So I think stablecoin is just more like a bridge between what real life already accept, and because it advantage feature of it's still linked to a relatively stable currency, for example USD and Euro dollar, so that it can actually be used in the payment and real life cases. And I don't think for Web3 or like people that believe in crypto to just stay in crypto and not linked to real world. It's where they want to be as well. For our users, they're also human. They need to live in real life. So for their asset to gain value and furtherly able to spend in real life, there has to be a bridge, which stablecoin will be the bridge that people are comfortable with because it's on-chain settlement and decentralized, but still it has the stable capabilities that are brought by like USD and Eurodollar, etc. Yeah.
I think you used a really good word there, which is comfortable. And having these USD or different currency pairs adds a level of kind of psychology consumer comfort in that when you're using a wallet, when you're using a bank service, you're seeing that $100 in that bank service converting into crypto. You might not know that you can buy individual pieces of a Satoshi or this asset or that asset to go up and down, but this plays a really big role with confirming for someone that, okay, this is something I know. This is a type of currency and fluctuation that I can deal with. So I think that's a large role for us as UX and UI specialists that we see how does this affect users' behavior once they're looking at their crypto in US dollars versus different currencies.
Awesome, great. Now this brings me to my next question, which is highly controversial: CBDCs versus decentralized stablecoins. So, how do we think this dynamic will shape the future of PayFi, and what opportunities and challenges does it create? And anybody, feel free to just jump in.
Yeah. I think the first challenge for the PayFi to face is the issue of compliance. Due to different policy in various countries, the liquidity from traditional financial finance may not be directly integrated with Web3, such as using a bank card or using a bank card or credit card to purchase digital currencies, or conversely, using digital currency to buy goods in the real life, and goods and services in the real life. Yeah, currently this step is complete through the exchange. You need to convert your cash into crypto, then do other things, or you can cash out and do to buy the goods. Yeah, or which themselves applying for the so the exchanges are applying their license. I think this is $1 trillion check. Yeah, for most of us, we can maybe launch a project which is connect to help user to pay and make full use of the liquidity. Yeah, I think the project in this area this field will have great potentials.
Great. Anybody else want to weigh in on the CBDC versus stablecoin debate?
I think this is going to push people further into non-custodial wallets, which is great for us as builders as non-custodial wallets. But I think it's going to provide a few more challenges to large exchanges and hopefully introduce some local competition for a lot of the infrastructure that we already see. Since, as we know, once big corporations kind of come in and take up all the air, you can start to see things slowing down, just like Apple and Samsung not introducing the newest and the best to their clients. So this small form of shift and large form of shift in regulation, I think will provide two lanes for different technologies to compete and really force people to go with those key parts of crypto that we've all come to love, like personal custody and more.
Awesome, great. So without further ado, let's just jump into the next question. Mass adoption, as we all know, it requires seamless UX. So how are you guys solving notorious Web3 onboarding challenges, particularly for users who aren't crypto natives?
Something that we're tackling right now is how we can use different AI in both our UX, UI, and education process. from getting someone into crypto on their wallet, we take them through a few steps of account creation, of choosing even what language they want to use to operate the app. These are all things we're trying to make much easier and then help shape the actual app experience and the customer facing tools a bit more in line with their experience or crypto novelty. So if they're fully new into crypto and still representing their bank account using USDC to represent their portfolio amount, that's a trick you can go with. And then if they're fully crypto native and this has been nothing new to them for many years, we'll provide them with a different experience in the wallet that gives them some more pro tools and customizes those features they might start to use at first. So that's how we're trying to tackle this, using the newest of the new tools to really match user ability and education level and take it up from there with different tools we can launch inside our apps.
Awesome, great. Anybody else want to chime in on this? Port3, KODO? No? Well, all right, moving on. Web3 payments are still fragmented across different chains and solutions. So, what is your vision for creating unified payment infrastructure that works for everybody?
If I have to go first, I will. I think that what we always say is build with multi-chain in mind, and that means multi-chains now. That means different chains in the future and different technologies so that you're not locked into one piece of innovation that's a 2018 quarter one piece that then in 2018 quarter two is already outdated by something that Hedera or Avalanche launched. So we keep that in mind, even though we're building in such fast moving currents. You want to build a bit slow to have things that really last and are foundational, but those foundations really should be able to pivot both technologically and on a business level. This serves the consumer at the end of the day by having a lot of disruption, a lot of churn. I mean, not if they're investing in all the meme coins at the same time, but if they pick and choose what they're looking for, this really does inspire a lot of movement in crypto with each of these upswings and bull markets. So I think that's what we're looking at here, and that's our strategy: is build for multi-coin now and for multi-coin in the future.
Awesome, great. And does anybody else have anything to say about this? KODO? Well, alrighty then. So, on to AI. As we can tell and see everywhere, AI is transforming every aspect of tech. How do you guys see AI enhancing PayFi solutions from risk management to personalized financial services?
Well, I guess I'll start on the the personalized level of just how we can again use AI in both education and all the regular steps you might go through right now online to set up a bank account or to set up any service and just make it much more enjoyable, much more human as you click through screens. And so that's what we're really focused on using AI for inside our applications and tools. And on a consumer level for risk management and other things, I think you're getting a much less biased robot to tell you
This space was downloaded via spacesdown.com. Visit to download your spaces today.
things instead of watching a YouTuber who's probably inclined to tell you what to get involved with. So by looking towards the AI agents that are really transparent, that are really clear and open sourced, or at least available to inspect, I think those are going to play a large role in financial consulting and financial accessibility through PayFi specifically.
Awesome. Are any of you other guys using AI with your projects?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think AI agent is the next step for user to to play with the PayFi, because you just say what you want, and AI agent will handle the liquidity of your of multi blockchains, and yeah, to handle the payments. Port3 Network also launched little have invented an open BKL language, which is user intent centric, and AI can be connected with AI agents. For example, you tell your what you want, and AI agent will translate into BKL language, which is can be run in one click. Once you agree, and it will run a workflow in several steps. For example, to send transaction in different blockchains, or read the data from different chains. So it's multi-chain supported. And I think with this, AI agents can help to handle the different chains and different assets for you.
Awesome, great. And KODO, are you guys using AI with your project as well?
Hello, sorry, I was muted. I think for now we are not too rushed into AI because we're still waiting on thinking about what's the value proposition for our users, because most likely our users more on the transaction basis. But we're definitely thinking about, and also going forward, for the space to use it to like detect fraud, for example, in finance case, which people has been use it for a long time, and also optimize on users transaction flow to help them, reduce fee and find the best route, etc. Yeah.
All right, great. So moving along, what do you guys think the next killer use cases that could make PayFi go viral in 2025? Is it cross-border payments, programmable money, or something that we haven't even seen yet?
Yeah, we have noticed that there's app named Moonshot that helps user to you can using your Apple Pay to buy meme tokens, and I think this scenario will help a lot for the new users to come in, and because they don't know how to get their crypto, and if you help, it's very easy for them to pay with credit card to get on board. Yeah, I think it may be the killer use case. And for the further, the PayFi also is just come up in July this year. So I think there will be a lot of potential use case we haven't seen yet.
All right, great. And then we'll hear from KODO and then Kobe.
I think there's a lot to agree with that on. And really the killer use case that I'm hoping to see is something that uses crypto as its underlying core, power set, and just seems very consumer facing and normal to whoever is using it. I think looking to third world countries where payments I think are really going to go wild this next year or two, and looking at decentralized communities that already have established networks, I think that's where we're going to see the next big thing in PayFi.
Yes, I agree that I think payment is still the space that needs a lot of improvement, especially when we learn about Latin America or other countries. There's still a large of population underbanked, but it's more like they don't have a very safe access and way to manage their asset and to grow their asset with, for example, people in the US, they have access to yield and very native like high API products everywhere, etc. So I think crypto would be a very good platform for people to enjoy banking feature, payment, very stable payment features. So yeah, I think that's the space will explode very soon. Yeah.
All right, great. So that covers all of my questions. So I'm going to open up the floor for anybody in the audience to ask any questions for our panelists. So just raise your hands and I'll just start bringing you guys up.
Can you hear me?
Yep,
Hello.
yep, you're live.
My question is nearly 85% of investor only focus on short-term token price instead of understanding the real value of the project. Can you tell us the motivation and benefit for investor to hold your token in the long term?
Is anybody going to take that?
Not really my section. Can you repeat the question maybe for the other folks? So maybe someone wants to respond here.
Sir, can you kindly repeat your question?
I repeat question.
Yeah.
Okay. Nearly 85% of investors only focus on short-term token price instead of understanding the real value of the project. Can you tell us the motivation and benefit for investor to hold your token in the long term?
Do any of my co-panelists have a token that you just are holding now, or is everyone here a non-token based project? So I can talk from an investor perspective of my own, even though I do have a lot of coins that are very far off. If you're from the space for a while and you've seen things happen, there are bubbles in all these stages. There was a bubble with the ICO phase of crypto, with the DeFi phase of crypto, but out of those bubbles, you had people like Binance and Binance Coin. You had OpenSeas and Raribles and the Beeple connections or Beeple collections that are still pretty pricey, like Bored Apes and more. But there is that bubble, and that's why investing in this space, I always recommend a short-term perspective for very risky plays, which should only be a percent, a small one at that, of your portfolio, and knowing that things go up and they go down very fast in crypto. So take profits, take marginal gains, and just wait for that, 100x on maybe a tiny percent of the holdings. On the other hand, for larger coins and blockchains themselves, I think those you take over a bag in the next 10 years, since we've seen coins like Ripple, like Solana, and really great technology chains like Cosmos and Injective have some staying power even through bear markets, which has been a real test of their reliability as both companies, technology innovations, and investment vehicles for their next project on chain or that next big thing about crypto to be specifically tied to them. So I think that'd be my general view here.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Next we have Dominic.
Hello, sir. Can you hear me now?
Yep, you're live.
Okay, sir. Ask my question.
Yep, go for it.
Okay, sir. My question: security is the most important things to consider when starting up a project. How secret is with project for user and endeavor trucks? My question, sir. Thank you.
KODO Port, anybody there?
I'm sorry, I didn't get the question. Would you mind repeat it?
Security is number one for users in PayFi. How does your platform specifically address security? In which ways? Where is security for your user base?
Oh, I think that's an easy one. So I think security nowadays, we think security for us it's more like on the transaction because we don't handle the custodian or non-custodian wallet side. So for us to detect transaction and to verify that, obviously we use kind of the data analysis, like chain analysis, to track, sort of to track like where the transaction came from and where is it going. To fight against fraud in case this transaction was like signed or enabled by people that's actually not usually host the wallet, etc. Yeah.
Awesome, great. And next we have Richard. Please unmute yourself. All right. Moving along, we have Frank. Your hand is raised. Please ask your question.
Yeah, hello, can you hear me?
Yep.
My question is, how did you get the community involved in developing the PayFi project? And how do you build a strong community to grow globally? Thank you. Hello?
Yep. So the question is, how did you guys?
Yeah, I can take this one.
All right,
You know,
cool.
for us, we have users in 130 countries, and building infrastructure that scales both by location and locality is really important. So we focus on language translations. We focus on support and user-generated content in each local community by rewarding local creators and local people who are running those small businesses there. And that's really the approach we're taking to scale in each of these different places around the world and grow communities local versus just top down in one big Telegram announcement channel. We've always found that as a wallet, we have more people talking to each other about using our products, and we even do our own support. And that's also how we really grow in each of these places by proving that we're the best choice for you. And then mouth of word should take care of itself for a decentralized product. So that's what we've been doing on the international front to both help users stay informed and secure in any location around the world, and scale that project or that location with global community initiatives.
All right, thank you.
All right. We have Zenda.
Yeah, thank you very much. Am I audible?
Yep, we can hear you.
Okay, please. My question is, we your communities. How are we to ensure the long term sustainability of a PayFi ecosystem? Thank you.
All right. That was the long-term sustainability of a PayFi ecosystem.
Yeah. Thank you.
I mean, look for roots, look for a team that has the foundation both in TradFi and crypto for some time working with one of the big companies. Check their team, check their roadmap. Is it realistic? Have they fulfilled any of the things that were already predicted and when? If you're looking at a 2024 roadmap that was made in 2021 and they've stuck to it, that's a lot different than looking at a 2021 roadmap and seeing 2024. So I think the projects that are planning to be growing for the next 3 to 5 years minimum are the ones to look for, and not those who are promising a 20 times return on your investment in the next 2 to 3 months. So look for those foundations, and in all honesty, look at that top 50, top 20, top 10 list of crypto, because in any industry, you're going to have your large, dominating players, and they're probably a safer bet for some time, anyways, especially in markets like these where they benefit from just about all trade.
Okay, thank you very much. And please, can you throw more light on the issue of scalability? Thank you.
Scalability and PayFi. I don't want to take that one. Honestly, scalability and PayFi is again not really my lane here. So
Yeah. I'm here just trying to moderate you guys. I'm trying to learn from y'all. Does anybody from Port3 or KODO have any insight on that? Oh, it looks like KODO dropped.
I mean, listen, I'll talk about it if y'all want me to talk about it. So scaling PayFi That means you're scaling two sides. You're scaling the consumer-facing product, and you're also scaling whatever's behind it. And when these don't happen together, and really on a small level to really refine these services, that's when you meet scaling issues. So if you're going to scale something and prep for that, you need to be working on testing that technology with a lot of small individual users or communities, and then having both the tech and the support and the experience to take those to a larger user base. It definitely helps if you already have an established community or user base, because then you have a bunch of people to help you spread decentrally. But that's mostly where we look to a lot of different technologies that have already been built and proven to scale in Web3 that have been around since, let alone 2018, but maybe 2012, and different libraries and technologies that we can trust, and going with those that have strong foundations. So it's really a decision if you're going to move really, really fast and break things, or if you're going to build things that can scale over time. And those also, trap you into some of the Web 2 technologies. But those are sometimes necessary to push the edge with Web 3.
All right, guys.
Awesome. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah,
Go for it.
thanks for the opportunity. So I have a question. When we are talking about PayFi and onboarding new users, we also have to talk about the structures that these new users are already used to. So basically, PayFi is bridging traditional finance with crypto, and most of these users that we're trying to onboard, they are already used to the structures in traditional finance, and the structures in traditional finance are all of them are regulatory compliance. So now, how do we deal with this issue? Like, how do we tackle the challenges of complying with regulations and also gaining the trust of these new people that we are trying to onboard? So that's my question.
From a consumer facing product like ours, consumer trust is everything. Your brand, your loyalty to your product is your entire life, especially in Web3, where users can wash away just as quickly as your gains in a meme coin. That's why we're really transparent in both our communication and experience with the technology when you sign up into your Koala Wallet or these tools that we're building. And it's why you have kind of a handshake that you've got to keep fulfilling to your users, that you're listening to them, that you're moving with the market and not leaving them behind, and letting them miss out on opportunities because you didn't have your developers at the ready. So I think it's about being agile and really clear with what you're building, so that people know what to expect and are excited when you fulfill that expectation.
Oh, all right. Thank you very much. Thanks for your answer. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Hello, can you hear me? This is Richard.
Yep, we can hear you.
Okay. Thank you so much for giving me opportunity. So my question is, how is KODO leveraging PayFi's capabilities to enhance liquidity, optimizing payment flows, and provide seamless fiat to crypto solution in the creation of a decentralized finance ecosystem?
Was that a question for Kodo?
Can I repeat my question?
Yeah, was that a question for a Kodo wallet or Koala?
Yeah, KODO.
It looks like Kodo dropped off. They're probably having a lot more fun in Thailand. But you can ask that question
Like
to.
is a for PayFi's.
Yeah, can you just repeat the question for everybody again?
Yeah. So my question is, how is KODO leveraging PayFi's capabilities to enhance liquidity, optimizing payment flows, and provide seamless fiat to crypto solution in the creation of a decentralized finance ecosystem?
I mean, it's for Coda. So
Yeah, we might have to put that one in the parking lot.
I think if
But
anyone has questions for Koala, we have, I think, another 2 minutes here. So is there any other questions for Koala or for consumer-facing PayFi apps? Just to make sure we give enough info for today.
yeah, looks like we have one more question coming in from Linda, who is coming up on the stage right now. Linda, did you want to ask your question? Well, on that note, I would like to thank Kobe. You've definitely been a wealth of knowledge here. Port3, you as well. Do you guys have any last-minute regards that you'd like to add?
I would just say that if you're excited about what's coming up in crypto, look for someone who has the same excitement and is building something that's going to move fast with the market as innovations and investment opportunities come out onto the scene. You don't want to be the one a few months later wishing that you had done a little bit less watching your favorite YouTube analyst, or analyst rather, and not doing things for yourself and figuring out how to navigate this world with really good products. So follow Koala and my socials. Stay in touch with what we're about to build and launch, because I think it'll really improve the lives of anyone touching those technologies, whether you're starting crypto for the first time or whether you've been here for a while. We're building tools for everyone using the best of AI, DeFi, and gamified experiences. And we're really excited to evolve with this next bull run.
Awesome, thank you. And Port3?
Hi. Can anybody hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, yeah. So I wanted to ask, when will be the winners from yesterday's space and today's space be announced?
If you DM us, somebody can handle that for you.
All right,
But
folks,
yeah,
that wraps it up for my time here. Thank you again for hosting Hotcoin. Really excited to see if we can do more spaces in the future, and we'll definitely bring some more some more questions on our end and a few more things to talk about. And again, thanks for the opportunity.
yeah, for sure. You guys have a great weekend. And once again, everybody, thank you for joining us. Once again, we are Hotcoin Global. Everybody enjoy your weekend and happy trading.
Yeah, thank you. Have a nice day.